What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal and I'm your results and transformation coach. And in this video today, I'm going to show you how to use your Keto Mojo. But before we jump into this, I want to explain to you the difference between a continuous glucose monitor, which this Dexcom G7 is, and the Keto Mojo. So the Keto Mojo, we use this to test our glucose and our ketones. So this will let you know if and when your body is switching from sugar burning to fat burning, which is what most of us desire for our bodies to do. The continuous glucose monitor is going to tell you when you have your sugar spikes and what different foods do to your body. So this is going to go on our arm, and this is good for 10 days. Most glucose monitors are good between 7 and 10 days before you have to switch them out. The Keto Mojo, we're going to utilize this to test our blood in the morning, and then before we eat, and then after we eat, if you don't have a continuous glucose monitor, okay? And when I say if you don't have this, so after you eat, you'll be able, this will, there's an app on your phone that go with the Dexcom that'll show you, okay, I ate at 10 o'clock. It'll show your sugar or glucose go up, and then it'll show you your sugar, or glucose when it come down and how long it take. This is a continuous monitor, if you will. This right here is going to show you where you are in that moment. I like them both. I like to use the Dexcom whenever I'm just testing different foods or just want to see how my body responds to different things. There's so many uses to the continuous glucose monitor. I'm a cyclist and I'm learning that now the cyclists are using this to tell how much sugar or glucose they have in their body to be able to get them through their exercise. I don't really understand that completely, but I do understand when it comes to fasting. And again, this is going to tell us if our body is shifting from sugar burning to fat burning. So as you can see, I've already unboxed my Keto Mojo. So I've been using it for a minute, but it comes in a nice box. But I'm going to show you what's on the inside. And for those of you that are a part of Fasting for Her, you have a discount code to get your Keto Mojo for almost half the price. Okay, so here we have our Keto Mojo. I've never taken the plastic off. So we have this little device here. Then we have, this is where we put our, they call them lancets. I call them needles. You can get a whole lot of these from Amazon. I got the link for you for cheap. Okay. Now, this is what this looked like. Before we get to this, there's two more important things. It's going to come with these testing. There's a video to show you how to test your Keto Mojo to make sure that it worked properly. And then you have your strips. So we have our ketone strip, and then we have our glucose strip. And when you order your Keto Mojo, I believe you get 10 of each. And then when you want to re-up on your order, you can go to their website or you can go to Amazon. All right. And then we have our alcohol prep tabs. So what I'm going to do, I got it all laid out. Now, your girl don't like needles. Every time I poke my finger, well, before, I'm used to it now, and I used to be like, ah. However, there's numbers on here, you see, 1 through 5. And this is like the pressure, if you will. I normally do mine on 4. Okay? So we're going to open this up. We're going to take this lancet or needle, for lack of a better term, push it in. We're going to take the top off, and you're going to see the little needle, right? Then you're going to take the top, turn it, and boom. So check this out. When you push it, that's going to release the needle. If you accidentally push it, it's no problem. All you got to do is listen. Pull this down, and it's ready to go. All right, so we have that. Then we're going to, what I typically do anyway is I'll open up my strips. There we go. So this is our, okay. This is our glucose strip, and this is our ketone. The brown is the ketone. All right. So you want to make sure your surfaces are clean. You want to make sure you wash your hands before you get started. Okay. All right. So there we have it. We have our alcohol prep pad. So let me pull up the app. Let me show you guys. There's an app that you want to download. It's called the Dexcom. My apologies. I'm mixing the two up. You do want the Dexcom if you get the Dexcom, but you want to do the Keto Mojo app. I'll put the link in the description. Okay? All right. So, boom. Let's do this. All right, first things first. I am going to take my alcohol wipe, and I'm going to use my middle finger. I'm going to wipe it off. blow to dry it. Then we're going to take this on 4, press it in on your finger, right? And this, let's see if I can turn it towards you. And all you're going to do is push. Bing! And you feel a little pinch. See, I didn't even flinch. Then you press it. What I like to do is wipe the first little dot of blood off. Then I'm going to get my strip. And you see the little computer, I call it little computer lines. You're going to put that in. It'll come on. We're going to squeeze. Where that blood at? Squeeze our finger. See the blood? And then you literally just take the little strip and put it there. You'll hear it beep, and then it'll count down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and that was actually the ketone. So I'm at a 0.2 with my ketone, which is amazing. 0.5, we in sugar burning. All right. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to wipe my finger again if you choose. And now we're going to get our glucose strip. We're going to put it in the same way. It's ready to go. We're going to massage our finger. Very seldom do I have to poke myself a second time. Oh, come on. And look, it is not coming out. We might have to do this again. Okay. So what I like to do too is I will take this out, because if you leave this in for a long time, it'll cut off, and then you'll go to use your strip, and your strip is going to be wasted. Let's see. I can't get no blood to come out. Oh, there we go. It's all that. Okay, I just had to push it the right way. All right. Put this back in. Beep. I messed up a couple strips waiting forever. All right, so as you can see here, we are going to, let's see that? And it's counting down. 4, 3, 2, boom. So our glucose is 115. All right, now we're going to go to the app. Let me get my screen record on here so I can show you. Okay, now sync with meter. Your meter need to be on while it's syncing. Oops, sync. Okay, sorry. Boom. All right, syncing. It's syncing. Oops, I cut off. Do this again. There's no problem. Don't freak out if it cut off. Hit it again. It'll sync. Yes, we would like to sync. Okay, syncing the readings, as you can see. So counting down the percentages. All this is trash. I didn't touch my table. Normally it takes maybe 10 seconds, but it's a little longer. As you can see, it's on 50% now. While that's syncing, we're going to take our Lancet, trash it, top back on that. Okay, here we go. So, reading with wrong date. Don't know. Okay. All right, so, wait a minute. Did it not do? Okay. Now we're doing a video. Oh, you know what? It didn't have me signed in. Log in. Okay, as you see, you need an account. Oh, goodness. Let me see if it'll. Mojo. No, Keto Mojo. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in. Okay, I don't know what happened. Computer cut off, the whole thing. But here we go. All right, so my GKI is a 39.9, okay? My glucose was 115, so it's showing you the times of the reading. Now, let me share something with you. We want this to be below 9. 9.0 and below is an indication that we are burning fats. And we will talk more, so let's go to, they kind of changed their app around a little bit. Okay, here we go, readings, right? So, learn more about your GKI on our website. When you click on this right here and we scroll down, I want you to scroll here, this chart, and I will send this to you. So here we go. So remember, anything above 9, you're not in ketosis, okay? 6 to 9, you're in low levels. This is where we want to see. Ideal for weight loss and health maintenance. 3 to 6, you're in a moderate level of ketosis. For those with type 2 diabetes and obesity, insulin resistance, metabolic, or endocrine, I always say that, disorders. So when we talk about your ketones, you see how I was at a 0.2? 0.5 is normally an indication that we are right where we want to be. 0.5 up to 5.0. We don't want to go higher than 5.0. And I'll get more into the other details as far as the numbers is concerned. Because again, I shared with you all, with fasting, we want to use it as a tool and have it as a lifestyle versus using it as a tool just to lose weight. Because you can really get infatuated with it. And you can be like, oh, I'm not eating at all because we want to see these numbers bloom. There's so much more to this. So remember that. It's so much more. Now, the idea with the Keto Mojo, what we want to do, you wake up in the morning, right? What you want to do is take your reading as soon as you wake up in the morning. And then you want to take your reading. Let's just say if you're breaking your fast at 11 o'clock. Before you break your fast, you want to take another reading. So before you break your fast, whether you're having your bone broth or your protein shake, before you consume that, you want to take your second reading. You may wake up and not be in fat burning status. You may not see no ketones. However, before you break your fast, you should see it. Just depending on how far along you are on your journey. And you're not going to see it every single day. And what we eat will be an indication of how these numbers fluctuate. So if you're not in there, like, really sign up for Fasting for Her. I love the N of One approach where, like, this is really individual. I am going to be launching a group fasting. We're going to do, I don't know how many days yet, but I'm going to launch something soon. So just stay tuned if you're interested. Comment below if you got something out of this video, if you have a little bit more clarity, and we'll go a little bit more deeper because it's so much more than this. So thank you for joining me. As always, make sure you do something today that your future self is going to thank you for.